All right, so changing lanes now. Prince Harry and Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, are in the spotlight again because they were planning to have their own independent court. What does that even mean?
But guess what? Abuela said no.
When your abuela is the Queen Elizabeth from the second from England, you kind of have to listen.
Yeah, you really do. The rest of us have to listen for sure. Now, according to a report from English newspaper The Sunday Times, Prince Harry's grandmother vetoed the independency bid. A royal source told the newspaper that there is an institutional structure that doesn't allow that kind of independence. Now, the feeling is that it's good to have the Sussexes under the jurisdiction of Buckingham Palace, so they can't just go off and do their own thing. A lot of people are questioning, well, why not? Why can't they?
I don't know. Apparently, they wanted their household to be entirely independent from the Buckingham Palace to be able to start their own brand of philanthropy. But neither the Queen nor Prince Charles agreed to the idea.
Right, it's Prince Charles,
too. And since they are funding the office, their word is final.
Yeah, whoever's got the money makes a decision, right?
That's how it goes.
So the question now here is, to tradition or not to tradition? I love that. Are they free to live their lives as they please? Yes or no? All right, but here, I actually have like a second question for this, right? Is what would you do, like in your case, like what would your abuela say? Because like, look, even let's get real, right? In our Latin American culture, right?
Yeah.
We have like our moms and our abuelas and parents and grandparents, you know, they all get involved, and a veces, you know, sometimes like they get into it and they're like, well, this is what I decided. And it's like, well, this is my relationship, abuela. What are you talking about? So let's discuss all of that right now. First off, on Harry and Meghan.
To tradition or not to tradition? That is the question. Well, my answer for that will be that, okay, if they're getting funded by abuela, if they're getting funded by their grandma, they gotta listen. They're under her roof, in a way, for lack of a better term. You know, they're providing everything. So I think they need to follow that tradition. Now, with that being said, I proceed with this. I think it's wrong for the tradition to try to provide them their passion, because they want to independenциze themselves and create their own, you know, traditions, their own cultures. And I know that the royal family has a certain way of working and, again, traditions. But who are you to continue that tradition with in the past, when now today everything is changed? And Meghan may like to do philanthropy in a certain type of charity or a certain type of cause, which maybe the royals aren't used to.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I understand why they want to become independent, and I think they should a little bit more. But again, if abuela's funding this...
But you know what? I'm usually the first one to be like, Meghan should do whatever she wants and wear whatever she
You
wants.
are, you do.
Yeah.
Always. But in this instance, I really think she should like stick to like their work, because like whatever they do, it's like a tradition they do, like to help people, whatever social work they do, it's like they've been working on it probably for a really long time. And like that is not her choice.
But like earlier today when we were discussing...
If she's being funded by abuela again.
But earlier today we were discussing, like, you know, what this entails is that if they say, hey, in 2 days you're leaving for 3 months to go work in South Africa for I don't know what,
you
right?
Go, boo-boo.
You go. But my thing is, what if I want to spend that time and not focus in South Africa, but maybe in Nicaragua with, you know, all the, you know, people in Nicaragua that need it too? How are you to decide that for me?
Right, but I think it all comes down to Meghan knew what she was getting into when she married,
then don't marry a royal.
Exactly. So, you know, if you were that passionate to help this versus that, then you know what? Then you shouldn't have gotten married into this royal family. Because when you're a royal, you're more than just yourself. You're more than just your couple, you know, your husband and your wife, the king and the queen.
The whole family behind it, right?
It's a legacy. It's a tradition. It's the crown that goes back. I mean, we're talking centuries, of course.
I get that, but I'm going to say this now, 1,000%. But I think the other beauty is bringing change. And I think that's why a lot of people are loving Meghan, because she's having this Diana moment of doing things a little bit different.
Yeah, they're allowing that. They're allowing that, and we've seen instances.
Yes, we have.
Yes, but it's also about not going rogue. It's like, okay, hold on, hold your horses. And also, Meghan, you've been part of this royal family for, like, quite frankly, only a few months, right? And let's go back to who controls the money.
I get that, and I just feel the itch.
Like whatever she wants to wear in her physical appearance, that's something that is more like basic. Or
right, black nail polish
like
is fine.
Like whatever,
yes.
You can do whatever with your nail polish, but then you can't decide whoever the whole ex
But you can't
wants to support and help.
But you can't decide what your heart wants to help either. I don't want, maybe I don't want
Well,
to.
you can't marry that family because you have to accept the fact that they have traditions that they.
No,
they
but I
won't
like
change.
your tradition. I just don't like the
All right,
details
Nas,
of the
you're
tradition.
very passionate about this. Have you had this in your personal life? Like, does your abuela, does your grandmother get involved?
You know what? I'm
Yes.
not gonna lie. And it's not even that. It's the Latin culture in us that, like,
That's
hey, you know. And I'll give maybe a little example of something
And not
stupid.
only the
like,
grandma, it's everyone. The aunts.
everybody. It's your tia, it's your tios, it's los primos, it's everybody that gets involved. But you know, we were talking about this the other day about my grandma used to make me stay at the table until I finished my whole plate because it's tradition to have rice and beans. I didn't like rice and beans. Give me maybe a little bit more
Yeah,
pasta.
but you were a kid.
Give
No,
me more
I'm talking
Italian, you know?
I'm talking about with your boyfriend. Does she meddle in your relationships?
I mean, my mother does. You know, my mother's the type that tells me, you know, this guy needs to do. You know what? I'll give you an example. Pay. You know, I think nowadays, us women, I like to be independent, so I like to pay for my things. You at the Latin, you're like, no, el hombre paga todo. No, the man pays it all. I don't feel that way. So sometimes my mom's like, don't be an idiot, let him pay. And I'm like, no, I'm not an idiot. I'm a strong woman that can pay it for myself. So I get that, but you see the independent side, maybe there's a balance. You know, sometimes he'll pay for more. I was gonna say a restaurant, but they're not. I don't want to give my diet away. I don't want to give my diet away.
No, I mean, not really.
No.
I mean, my aunt. It's like presenting a boyfriend to my aunt is like worse than presenting it to my mom, to my grandma, to like anyone. So.
Yes.
But does she put rules on you? And do
No.
No.
She lets you be.
No, because that's the thing. You are a grown-up and you know what you're getting into.
Of course,
You make a decision.
Right. Well, in this case, you know, I mean, really all we can do is wish Meghan and Harry lots of luck. And hopefully they can have some independence so they can have some freedom in their lives.
Balance.
But hey, you know what?
Balance.
You know what you got into. That's the bottom line. Hey, guys. Oh, hello there.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Oh, hi, you.
Yes, we've only been doing this for 6 months.
Only.
Guys, you know what? Seriously simple. We got to ask for you to subscribe. We want you to like. We want you to comment.
And share.
Sharing is caring.
Share the love. Share the wealth. Share the Latinx Now.
Share us.